Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, I wanted to get a few things done today, but when I looked at the weather, it's still pretty cold here, and the highest today is 46. Now, for some people, 46 is great weather, but 46 is still very cold to me. But I wanted to show you guys what's going on with my seedlings because it's a disaster. Let me explain. So for the past couple of weeks, or I have to say the past 2 months, I've been going in and out the hospital, the doctors and stuff like that. In December, I got a cancer scare whereby I was at work and they called me and I had to go to the hospital immediately because of some pain I was having in my abdomen. And I did a CT scan. You know what? Let me slow that down a little bit. Rewind. So in December, I before December, I previously had a lot of pain in my abdomen, like my whole belly area. And, I tried to stick it out and I was doing a lot of home remedies and stuff like that, to get rid of that pain, taking pain pills, taking all these different herbs and stuff and drinking. And I realized that that pain was not going away. So I decided that I needed to get a doctor's appointment to see what's going on. I'm not going to go into every detail, but I'm going to give you the brief of it so you understand what's going on. And this was very serious. It wasn't a joke, guys. It's very serious. Okay, so in December, it was around December, I think the 14th or something like that. Anyway, the middle part of December, I decided to go to the doctor. And when I went to the doctor, he gave me a paper for a CT scan. Now, I got the CT scan scheduled as fast as I could because I was in a lot of pain. And I decided to get the CT scan and get the ball rolling to know what's going on inside of my my abdomen or my belly area. Anyway, I did the CT scan the Monday. And normally when you do any test, it takes about 2 to 3 days for the results to come back. And it wasn't even 24 hours and they called me and they said, hey, you need to go to the hospital at this time. Like, you need to go to the hospital right away. Immediately, I panicked and I got scared because this is how the nurse called me. She didn't ask, was you sitting down? Was you driving? I got really upset after fact because of her delivery. It was so crazy. Anyway, she called and she said, you may have cancer. And I had coffee, my hands and the coffee dropped. And my bag that I was going to work, like everything dropped. It's like I fell out and the tears started to fall down my eyes. I was in straight panic mode. I was going crazy. You hear me? I was about to go drive and my husband was like, no, you can't drive. And I was like, no, I could drive. I convinced him that I could drive and come home. Anyway, long story short, I got home. We went straight to the hospital and stuff. Immediately, they set up that I had to do surgery and stuff because there was a big mass in my abdomen and it could be cancer, but they wasn't 100% sure. Until they go in there, that's when they would know like what is really going on. And God is so good. Anyway, I think the worst thoughts was in my head. And my husband was like, no, don't think that way. Stay positive, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, we did surgery just before Christmas. I mean, it was around like the 16 to 17. So like I said, I got the news, I went in and came out. The surgery was done. There was no cancer. But apparently I keep having to go back for different tests, blood work, stuff like that. Fast forward a few weeks later, I'm at work. My body felt overheated and I felt very dry, very, very dry. And I felt in that moment like I needed to get help, because if I didn't get help, I was going to be alone. I was going to fell out and I was going to be alone. So where my office is, there's a post office not too far from me. And it pays to be really, really nice to people, because in times when you need help, God delivers. You hear me? Anyway, as soon as I got to the post office, like I really staggered to get to the post office. And by the time I get there, she knew that something was wrong immediately. She came out, she held me up, and they called the ambulance. It's like, I didn't even remember that I needed to call the ambulance. Like, it was everything. You see, I'm laughing now because sometimes when you look back on stuff, you realize that, you should have done this or you could have done this. And it was like, it's an emotional time for me, y'all. It's a crazy time. Anyway. And then after that, I went to the doctor, everything. They said, basically I almost got a stroke. It's not funny. I'm just looking back at it like with laughter, only because I don't want to cry, Anyway. And fast forward a couple of days later, like a few days later, I got hit with either the flu or COVID or something. And I thought, oh my God, I got COVID now, but it wasn't COVID, but it's some sort of flu my body is fighting off. So guys, just bear with me. Basically, if you don't see me put out any videos, something is up, because I'm eager to get out there. I'm eager to do stuff, but something is up, And if something is up, I'm going to tell you guys, It's basically my health I'm struggling with. No matter all the things I'm using, all these things I'm drinking, I'm struggling with health. So I said this year is my year. This year I have to get back on track. This year I got to get healthier. I got to do all the things that I thought was impossible. I need to get all that done this year. Okay? Everything that I thought was not possible, I'm going to get it done this year in Jesus' name. Okay? I'm fighting for that. Anyway, moving on from that, I don't want nobody to feel, all sad and all this stuff in this video. No, that's not why I'm telling you this. I'm just telling you basically the reason why I've not been putting out any videos or stuff, because that was not priority. It was not. My health is. Without me, none of this is possible. So anyway, I am going to just show you guys what's going on with my seedlings, because that was not priority either. I lost a lot of my seedlings. Some of them are holding up pretty good, and they hold up without water, which was surprising because, for the past since I put out my last video, although I must say, when I put out my last video, things wasn't well there either, but I managed to put out my video. I was still trying to fight to do stuff, although my health was not great. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys my seedlings. Again, some of them hold up pretty good without water because they was not getting water. And some of them die back completely. So there's a lot of things that I have to throw out. And it feels sad, today that I have to throw out all these stuff. But again, it was not priority. And I'm still early in the year that I can still sow some seedlings. I can still get stuff from the local garden centers if I need it. I can still sow things by seed in the ground. So all is not lost, okay? I can still do things. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that. So sorry I didn't get to put out some videos for you guys. I know also, when you're not consistent with your videos, you tend to lose followers and you tend to lose people's interests on your channel because you're not constantly putting out stuff. And, it is what it is, this is something I love doing, so I will continue to do it. And whatever views I get, you know. Whoever decides to follow me, which I thank you guys so much for following along, you know, I'm grateful for that. You know, but it is what it is. You know, sometimes things happen in life that we can't explain, and you know, I'm grateful that I'm here to tell you guys what's going on with me. You know, although it's not full 100% details, hopefully you understand just a little bit of what is going on. Anyway, I'm going to show you the seedlings. You guys have an amazing day. Hope you get a chance to do something amazing, something beautiful. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye. See, I just put water on some of these, so a lot of them are holding up somewhat, like the tomatoes and stuff, but I don't know how long they're gonna hold up for. This tray here, a lot of it started to die back. You know, I'm gonna take what I can get and just get rid of the rest and move on from this point, because yeah, look up here, everything is dead. Every single thing that I germinated and that was good, the green onions, the the all these stuff that was in here, parsley, cilantro, thyme, everything died back because there was no water. Like, these stuff is, see, they're completely dried. They're, yeah. When I go down at the bottom here, some of them are holding up somewhat, you know. But there's been a struggle because there's celery and there's basil and some other stuff. But, you know, they're fighting because they didn't have any water. And you could see, like, the, what's this? This one is already dying back. This is basil, and the basil is struggling too. And everything was struggling because they didn't have water. On this card here, on this table, sorry, yeah, I have some that is doing very good. And this is Fort Hawk chard. Some is doing good, and you can see some is basically dying back because it didn't have water. This tray, like, almost everything is gone. I have a few cabbage that is doing pretty good. That's it. Over here, the rainbow chard that's over here, that's doing pretty good. And I have a few spinach. Now, one of the big things was, I had to clip this in here a few days ago. Notice there's a lot of, I forgot what you call these insects, but they kind of take over in here because of no water and no no tension in here, see? And I had to put this to catch some of it. But again, a lot of stuff die off, so I'm gonna fix this today. I'm gonna take care of the seedlings that are really doing good and make sure they're getting a lot of light and stuff like that to continue to do well. And the ones that are dead, I'm gonna just get rid of them. And basically, I got to do a fresh start. But we're in February. Well, I got to say it's the end of February. Which for some things might be a little late. And for some things will still do pretty good. So I'm going to move on with that. And that's going to be it. But anyway, I was happy to just show you guys what was going on. And so you don't... I don't want to say don't make the same mistake I do, because most germinations really supposed to be started in February. It's just a few things that you can start like the middle or the end of January. But I am going to get a schedule printout, and I'm going to work with a schedule, and that's probably what I'm going to show you guys next. But we'll see how that goes. I don't want to say I'm going to show you a schedule next and that doesn't happen. So, yeah, I'm gonna just continue to do what I do, and hopefully I get, what I need for this spring planting. Anyway, guys, this is it. Once again, hope you get a chance to do something amazing, something beautiful, and I will catch you all in my next one. Bye for now.